to Gurukul of CricKingdom. My name is Dipesh Sule and I am going to be your host for the evening. And today we are happy to have our coach of CricKingdom, whose excellence in fielding, diving and understanding how reflexes should act in fraction of seconds, which can save many runs in a match. His amazing skills of mentoring our students has been a guiding light of inspiration. May I please warmly welcome Mr. Mahesh Hatkar Sir. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hi, Rupesh. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Trust all is well at your end as well.
Definitely at cloud nine. Yes.
And how badly are you waiting to get back to the ground and start coaching again?
I was really going to give up now. Then I got a good news from Parag that we are starting with the
Absolutely.
training for the coaches. So it's a good
Yes.
happening down there, and waiting
Yeah.
for the things coming up.
And I think lots more positive things are also happening at the end of CricKingdom. But let me, first of all start because Guru is someone who is always a guiding light in the right way to the students. Because if these students are nurtured properly at the early age, it can be a big change in their career, in their life, and in their, personal making as well.
Yes, definitely. See, Guru plays a very vital role. See, as you have been in the schools also, the teachers are our gurus, and like you're at home, the parents are our gurus. So that's the big thing for a child in the child's growth, and that plays a very vital role in whatever aspects you are involved.
Absolutely. But we are all excited to hear where it all started for Mr. Mahesh Hatkar sir. We want to know everything right from the childhood to the cricket ground and to the coaching days. How was the journey till now and how is the journey till now?
Yeah, as you know that I'm a Mumbai and cricket is in blood and of every Mumbai. So it started with definitely with the gully cricket and all, and we used to play in our building, the lanes and all, and whenever there used to be bunts and all, so we used to be happy, like we used to get a chance to play on the roads. So cricket is like life for Mumbai, and the journey was like started from the early ages. So the thing is that I used to play for my building teams and all, and
Yeah.
we used to have earlier a lot of tennis ball matches and all, where the prize money was 11 rupees and a ball. So it was an exciting thing on during
Yeah.
those days. So
I still remember
yes,
the winning team used to get the ball as well, right? Of the match,
yes,
match ball.
yes, 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 yes. So that were all the memorable things. Like if you recall back and you see that the value of the money during that time, and the enthusiasm and the passion, during that time was far different than what we see nowadays. Yes,
Right.
nowadays also there is a lot of passion and all, but it's now more commercial. And
Right.
yes, there is a lot of good cricketers coming up with a lot of skills and all, and no matter commercial will come, and it is not of sin that you don't look after commercial. Yes, the thing
Right.
is that I started my career. See, I did not have. I was in a convent school, so the sports in our school was football and athletics. So I was a good athlete. So that made me, keep fit myself and then play cricket in the buildings. And then I joined, one of the mecca of Mumbai cricket, Shivaji Park. So
Absolutely.
even my guru was Atrekar sir, lucky to be there. But I was, okay type of a cricketer, not that great. I used to play a lot of club cricket, which is the famous like Kanga League and all this type. I played for Tomco, Tata Oil Mills, the Time Shield and all. And that is the way like I, started my journey with cricket. And then regarding coaching, it's a surprise that I was not at all, ready for the coaching. But as you know that when you go in the nets and also one of the seniors just ask you to just Mahesh, can you give catches to the kids down there? So it started that way, and I just got involved in coaching. And to start with me, I would like firstly like to uh, thank Vijay Patel of Omtex, who has been like a mentor to me. He has guided me every way. He has, helped me in a lot of things, and he has
Oh,
been
he's a great human being, always smiling, and
always
he has
smiling.
that charm every time on his
Yes,
face.
yes.
Wonderful human.
What? Yeah, whatever I am today is because him. He has given me a lot of chances because he believed in me, because he knew that I was, a workaholic, and I had that passion. I wanted to just show it, and I wanted to be a different personality. So that's the thing, and I also would like to thank my family, my wife, and my dear friend Ravi Singh, who were very, they were more confident than me. That you had that passion, you had that skill level where you can go down in Mumbai and coach. So these two people and Vijay Patel, I thank him very much because he introduced me to Mr. Parag Dahiwal, who is our VP,
Yeah,
and then Mr. Chetan Suryavanshi, who is a
see,
co-founder and
founder and
CEO.
CEO. Yeah.
So they saw my potential, and today I am here with them. I really value their, what values they carry, and they don't see
Right.
qualifications makes you, as a good coach, but the values which you have in you makes you a beautiful person in all.
From there, from Shivaji Park to coaching, how was that transition like?
Yeah, see, I did my qualification from England and Wales Cricket Board. Here also, I would like to thank one of my friends in UK, Mr. Jay Thakur, where he said he was just behind me, Mahesh. Why don't you do your level one? I said, what is level one? Because during 2007 there was no concept of coaching courses down
Right,
in
right,
India.
right, right.
Yeah, so he said nothing. You just go and you just do it. You stay at my place. I will help because I used to coach his son. Mr. Shiv Thakur, who later on was the captain of under 19 for England.
Wow.
So yeah, so he was the person who just was behind me that you do this course because you are coaching, and if you have that degree, you will remember me when these degrees are valued. So I till date I just always take his name because that was the person behind me to do this course. So I did this course level two. Then I came down here. My perception of coaching was changed a lot because what was happening in India was far different than what I learned from those mentors down there in UK. Then as a coach or as a player, you always have dreams. I always had a dream that I should be coaching along some greats, and my dream was really come true. Like I had a chance to work with Jonty Rhodes, the great, and
Wow.
he is my idol. So it was
I was just going to ask you who is your biggest idol, your biggest
yeah.
inspiration?
Jaunty, no way. There is a different person who can I name now. So he was like I had worked under him and had a chance to work alongside with him. So that gave me a different perspective of coaching. I learned a lot of things under him, and then I had a chance to have an interaction with Gary Kirsten, the great the coach of Indian 2011 World Cup,
Right, right.
and just talking with him was great. Rather than just being there around with him, gave me a lot of knowledge and all because I just looked after his Gary Custom Cricket India Academy in Pune,
Right, right.
and I had a vast experience from the scratch from the day one to the day till date, which the academy grew up, and that was a great experience for me. Also, I would like to say that I had a lot of affiliate countries, the players coming down here, national
Yeah,
players
yeah.
coming down here, namely like Botswana, Sierra Leone, Uganda, the teams coming down here and
Right.
coaching under me. So that was a fabulous experience, and it was really a heartwarming thing for me to share my knowledge with these countries and these sportsmen from the other part of the world.
So, I mean, of course, I mean, I was always excited to, have this interview and, get a lot of information I can collect from you because it's some information or, knowledge is an asset, that's very important to have and to possess. How do you apply all these learnings to your, coaching skills while you're, actually in the nets with the kids?
Okay, see, the most experience I got when I worked with Jonty Rhodes. So his organization skills, his setups, his planning, his time bonds, like you have to complete this thing in this time limit. He is always when we used to be training on the ground. So he used to always, Mahesh, what's the time? So the last 5 minutes. So let's pack up after that. So these are the things. His organization skills were superb, which I learned and which I carry now, because these were the things which I was missing. So, and handling around 100, 300, 400 guys is very easy for me to do now. If even there are 500 guys in the players on the field, I can definitely engage them in whatever skills
Right,
they want to improve.
right, right.
So these are the things which just built my career, and I started applying all these things, which I got good results. The passion was there, the enthusiasm was there, and how you could communicate with your coaches, what things you should talk with them, what should you not talk with them, what were the inputs he gave us, what were the pros and cons during coaching, what happens and all. So these are the few minor things which he just put in our brains, and I was a product of that, Donti's way. And thanks to once again to Omtek Vijay Patel for giving me this chance.
Well, now when we are talking about specifically fielding, okay, and when you specifically talk about jaunty roads, it's like a fence standing at the point region. No ball can pass that fence. But to be very honest, we've seen a lot of improvement in Indian cricket also, and fielding has been given the topmost priority. Where while you're in the nets and when you're in the match, you can see that results. Specifically diving or chasing a ball when it is going towards the boundary, what all things are very important to make your body so flexible and agile, and how you can do that?
See, fielding, is gone to the next level nowadays. You cannot survive without if you're not a good fielder in the team. You have to be there. You have to be involved, because you see the players playing all the 360-degree shots. So you cannot hide a player down there. So there is a specific thing, like I always see that long-term athlete development program should be there, or a
Yeah.
long-term player development should be there, where we should see that the player grows gradually. He should not be pushed in or rushed through the drills or whatever things what are happening.
Is it
And
like some kind of a graph that you have to measure, like?
yeah, see, it depends on the players as they come, as their toddlers and all. People see that if he has a skill, then we are just after his skill. We are not looking after his fundamental movement
True.
skill, which is missing down in India. I think so, because we as Indians, we see that if he hits a good cover drive, a good straight drive, we are very enthusiastic. Oh wow, these words will come out of you, and he turns the ball, horizontally and all. He's a great bowler and all. But then at the end of the day, we forget what is he missing. See, we see a lot of videos on YouTube of youngsters like 4 years, 6 years, 7 years, and their skill level is fantastic at the next level. But then, do you see them growing after that? I just don't see them growing after that, because the thing is that they are missing that fundamental movement skills,
True.
because at that early ages, I think that fundamental movement skills are very, very important. It's not a set of like making them run. It should be in a playing atmosphere where you are in different drills, and they don't know what is happening. So they are throwing, they are bowling, they are skipping, they are hopping, and these things will make them a complete athlete. See, game, and they will be more competitive than their competitors, because they have gone through all these stages of the coaching. So it's not very easy to dive. So as you say that diving is it's not very easy. It's a phase wise thing you teach them, and see, you have to look after the safety precaution also of that
Yeah.
young age. And everyone is enthusiastic to dive nowadays. Each and every kid want to
Yes.
dive, but then there is a way. There is a way how you teach them. So there are stages how you teach them, and then you go through that stages, and you take out a very good product. After a few years, and see, you have to have patience. The product cannot be ready within a day's time. So
Can
that
you
patience will always
can
be
you
there.
can you also tell us, like, probably 3 or 4 points, fundamental points of to be a good fielder?
The fundamental, see, there are five things to be a good fielder. Like, you have to have an attitude. Without a good attitude, you cannot be a fielder.
Right.
You should have that awareness. You should have the agility. You should have that skill, right? So these all five factors will make you a good fielder. It is just not fielding because I'm a fielding coach, but what is behind that? So if you don't have agility, you cannot be a good fielder if you're not aware what is happening in the field, and you're looking somewhere and suddenly a ball comes and then you react. So that is not there. You should be active, always moving along with the bowler. So that activeness should be there. You should be agile. You should be able to move around, right? And you should have that skill to catch that ball or to field that ball. So fielding is that thing. It's just not fielding means that you would go just run behind the ball and you are a good fielder. No, all these five factors will make you a good fielder.
Well, is there a different kind of a temperament that you need to carry when you are standing, deep in the square leg or deep in the mid wicket, or you're standing very close to the crease, like short term point or a point, or probably it could be a silly point as well. So, are these fielders carrying different kinds of mentality when they are standing at different fielding positions, or it's the situation of the match?
See, it depends on the situation of the match. Also, it depends on what format you are playing. If you are playing a one-day format or a 2020, you have to be more agile, more focused, more active, more agile, and your reflexes should be good. Yes, the closing fielders are always on their toes, whereas the boundary line fielders they get some time.
Right.
Whereas in the 30-yard circle, you have to be very, very active. You have to have that agility. You have to have that reflexes to move very fast, and you have to watch the batsman. That's a study. Like after a few years, you will come to know what the batsman is going to do. You have to assume what shot he's going to play. You cannot just run, from the backward point and just run in, and if the batsman is on the back foot, he's going to whip you. He's going to cut you, and the ball flies away. So you have to be very agile, and you have to think over. Should I take a start, move around fast, or wait there for what his actions are there? It depends all on the batsman and how you study that batsman.
So you've been a part of CricKingdom family from a long time, and you've been one of the vital pillars, I would say, of CricKingdom. What's your vision for the academy, and as a team member, what do you look forward, and what do you are looking our future students to be?
See, the vision of our CricKingdom in whole is like the values. The values carry a lot of things. I just see, as I told you, I just don't care that if he's a qualified person or not. The technical things can be cultivated within a coach or a player, but the values doesn't come. He has to be honest to his job. He should be passionate. He should not be always be thinking of money, because money will follow you. I know that if you work, the money is going to follow you. As you have known this dialogue from see, yes, कामयाबी आपके पीछे आ जाएगी, है ना? So that values, if you are really true to your values, you will definitely have a success. And see, the vision of the vision doesn't depend on me singularly. It's a team vision. If it's a team vision, we can achieve it. It's not a single vision. It's always a team and a core vision where we can achieve. If we are not able to, if we are not on the same path, you are not going to achieve that vision. Right? We need to make the changes collectively. It's not me alone making the changes. It has to be done collectively. And if we all commit to the change, we'll definitely be growing. Right? And we should also be able to measure our growth. We should always review that thing.
Evaluate.
So, evaluate. Otherwise, you are just sitting, lying down, and yes, I have done this thing. You are going to fall down. So that evaluation or the review, what you call, has to be done. And yes, that's the thing. That is my vision for CricKingdom and the players and the academy growing up gradually.
Well, you've been you've mentored, you've coached a lot of students till now, and it's been a long innings in your own career itself. And the guru is always known like a shadow of the actual performer or the actual cricketer who's playing in their ground. Any one special memory that you would like to share with us that you're sitting relaxed in the dugout, and one of your students has taken an amazing and outstanding catch or an outstanding run out, and you'll be like dancing with joy. Any kind of moment?
Thing is that I was coaching a team from Mumbai, like for the Harris Shield and Guile Shield team, and we were allowed for 145 45 or 50 overs match, and the opposition team had very good stars in them. They had already some of them had already played under 14 for the Mumbai team, and like we were out and down. So I told my kids, like, these people, even the parents were talking in the dugout, like, yeah, our openers are going to finish this game for you. So don't worry, you can pack your bags and be ready to go. So that I called my boys. I said, these are the talks going on in the field, and these are the things. If you want to play further, because then we were supposed to qualify for the semi-finals. If you want to play further, you have to fight and take out this match. Play. You have to dive. You have to get injured. I
Give
don't
everything that you
care.
have.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, even if you bleed, I don't care. So they were so much motivated that the first partnership was around almost around 50 runs, and the team was allowed for 112 runs. So
Wow.
that was the most memorable thing for me as a coach, and it was really out of nothing. We had defeated a very well-known team from Mumbai, and that achievement was fantastic. And also, like, I had coached a lot of Mumbai teams for Harris Shield and Guile Shield, and there are very a lot of stories behind that thing. And see, those who have coached the junior level definitely will enjoy the things when they coach at the senior level, because they have gone through all the hard work when they are working down, and they know the ins and outs of coaching when they have dealt the youngsters down there. So it is not difficult to coach when you are at the highest level. So that's my intake about what has been happening and the achievement.
Well, I think in a very short time we've known so much about you, and your uniqueness and the friendly way in which you come across, and I think that is the best part, where you comfort the students and make sure that they gain the best knowledge from you. Before going, any kind of message that you would like to share with young and aspiring coaches, your players, and someone who's looking up to you.
Okay. There are plenty of things, a lot of experts have spoken, but I would say that being a role model is the most powerful, a form of educating. You have to
Yeah.
be a role model. Otherwise, people will see the players come down and they don't listen to their parents. They just listen to you, and even the parents come down, sir, please tell my kid, like, he's not listening to me. But if you tell him, so you have to be a very good role model. Do it for your love. Yeah, the money part will definitely come down. Cultivate a learning mindset instead of a fixed mindset. So you should be open for the ideas also. You should not just force and
Yes.
let them do what you want
Very
to do.
important. Yes.
Yeah, your mindset should be open. So um, that's it. Use setbacks as motivation always, to all the coaches and the players also. Keep yourself talks encouraging, and they should always you should have always have a self talks, so you keep yourself motivated. You visualize yourself, you come down, you write what you have went good for you today, what went bad, and how you are going to overcome that bad thing in the next session. So create the best possible condition for success, and let's forget the outcome. That's the thing what I suggest to the young coaches and the players.
Very nicely said. First of all, I mean, cricket is in my blood. That is the most important ingredient, I think, for someone to live the dream or live the passion. And I think results, as you rightly said, should be irrelevant, because if your process is right, if your the way you put your efforts is right, I think the results are going to be positive. So I mean, we are really honored to have you, as a part of the Crick Kingdom family, because our students' future is in safe hands, I would say. A right mentor, amazing coach, Mr. Mahesh Sir. It was a pleasure to have you on the show, and we want you, to create more memories in the Crick Kingdom family, and have our student play the best of the platforms. Thank you so much. It was pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you, Dipesh. Nice to have you, and thank you, and good night. See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Take care. Bye bye. Take care.